So here are in the section to do with graphing. So name a point with a negative x and a positive y. So we know that that would be a negative x going that way, positive y goes up. Okay. And so now we look and we say inside the region, so it's going to be inside this triangle. So not one of these points, but a point inside. And when you look at it, you see that this is probably the best point right here. So this is -2 plus 1. Okay, I guess we could also take these 2 points, look like, or this point anyway, -1 plus 1. So -2, so going to the left and then going up 1 would be one of them, or it looks like you could go to the left and up. Okay, so we're going to label the x and y axes, and then we're going to number them. We'll put the origin in the lower left-hand corner. Then we'll label these points and connect them. Okay, so here we have the x-axis and the y-axis. The y-axis, all right, and now we'll do 0, 0 here. Let's see what else we have to do. So when I have the points 1, 1, there's 1, 1, 4, 1, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's 4, 1, 4, 5, 4, 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we go there. So there's 4, 5, and 7, 5. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And we connect them. And say, well, these two sides are parallel, these sides are parallel. So we have a parallelogram. So in the next problem, we're going to do the same as before, label x and y axes and number them. Then we're going to label the points 1, 1, 5, 1, and 1, 5. Connect them, and what kind of figure do we have there? So we need 2 names to name this triangle. So x and y. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have at 1, 1, we have a point, 1, 1. At 5, 1, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And then we have 1, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we look at this and we say, well, the base is length 4, and the height is 4. We have a right angle here, so this is a right isosceles. Okay, here's one that gives the kids trouble. So they try and count the squares and the partial squares to get the area of the figure. But what you can do is divide the figure into 2 parts. Okay, so you divide it into 2 triangles. So if we look at this one, the base is 1, 2, 3, okay, and the height is 1. So the first triangle, it's 1/2 base times height, right? So it's 1/2 3 times 1, okay, which equals 3/2 or 1.5. Now for the other one, we look at the height. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4. The base is 3. So for the second triangle here, we say 1/2 base times height, so 1/2, base is 3, height is 4, so we get 1/2 times 12 is 6. 6 plus 3/2, 6 plus 3/2 is 7.5. Okay, so we split it into two parts. We got two triangles. We used 1/2 base times height. So in this one, we're going to put in the points for y equals 2x minus 1. Just use whole numbers. And so you can think of it this way. My x and my y. So if I put in a 0, what do I get out? Well, 2 times 0 is 0, minus 1. I'd get minus 1. Well, that's not really going to fit on our graph. Okay, then we put in a 1, we get 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1. If we put in a 2, we get 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. If we put in a 3, we get 2 times 3 is 6, minus 1 is 5. Okay, so let's see if we can put in those points. So there's our x. We have 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 1. And then we have 2, 3. And we have 3, 5. And you can see that we'd also have down here, we'd have 0, minus 1. You don't draw a line through them. There's your points.